Okay, so I didn't have any spare wires, so I was instead of using the stereo jack, I'm just going to drop it in a box so you can have that back. I've got an old normal mono jack that you can have. I mean, it's used, but it works perfectly fine on this. I mean, it's a good quality switch, it really is. I don't know if it's switchcraft or whatever, but from the colour yellow, it quite likely could be. But anyway, I'm just going to pop this in the case when I give it back to him. And you can use the normal mono one, because I know how to wire this one up. So let's get crack-a-lacking. By the way, the red wire is the neck, and the black wire is the bridge. How do I know that? Well, I pulled the bridge pickup and you can see the black wire coming from it and the red wire going underneath it. So that's how we know.
Okay, so after a lot of hassle, I've got it resoldered. One of the lugs snapped off the old switch, so that's just whatever, it's a piece of junk anyway. I've got a warm-on one that's I bought new ages ago and I've never used it, so you can have that one, it's fine. New capacitors are in, wired 50 style. It's not the neatest, but it will do. I changed the jack socket in the end as well, because this one's already wired, and it was really annoying with the diagrams, because these switches don't look like they do in real life, so it's really difficult to figure out which is which. So at the moment, as you'll see in a second, we've got it all working, except for we've got a weak bridge pickup, and all these are still very dirty, so I'm going to clean them all out and then leave it, and then we'll come back to it and we'll see if we can get it working. But in the meantime, finger snap again. Here's the sound test. Okay, so it's the next day, it's Sunday to me here, and after a lot of swearing, I've got everything wired in, and I've been cleaning out the pots on and off. So I've got the bridge pickup working, plug it in, so I've got everything turned up. I had to replace the three-way switch because the old one was a bit knackered, and I replaced the jack, as you've already seen, and here we go. So that's neck, both. Middle, bridge. Cool. Neck. That's quite a big difference in output, but I don't think that's a wiring issue. I think that's because the neck pickup is a lot lower than the bridge, and what I'll do now, actually, seeing as I've got my tool handy, is I'm just going to lower the bridge pickup a little bit, because otherwise it's too growly compared to the neck. So there we go, bring that in a little bit. Okay, so volume should be about the same. Lovely. Old strings are horrible and they won't stay in tune. So, oh, that's crackly. Oh. Neck pickup, volume, crackly again, and the tone. Very nice. Actually, I really like these pickups. They're not bad at all. I've got the treble quite high on the amplifier. I'll bring that back so everything's a bit more 12 o'clock. I'm using my solid state Marshall, by the way. I'll put a tiny bit of reverb on so it doesn't sound so dead. Yeah! Lovely stuff. So, the potentiometers, the volume pots, still need cleaning, but hang on. But the tones are lovely and smooth, but the volumes suck. So that's fine, they just need a bit of a clean out. So I'll keep doing that, and I'll show you how I've been doing that in a second. So, how you clean out potentiometers is, got multi-purpose spray here. Do not use oil. One time I mixed up this stuff for a can of oil, which looked very similar, and I knackered the pots in one of my guitars. That was a very silly mistake, so don't do that. Anyway, this is great stuff, multi-purpose spray. It cleans and it lubricates and it stops it from corroding and it keeps everything nice. So, I'll shake it up a bit, and you see there, that's the hole that the inside of the pot is, so see, do that. You don't really need a lot, it's just, and then flip it over, twist the knobs and keep twisting them. Don't really need to do the tones, to be fair, just do it as a matter of course. I'll do that again. I'll do that for a few minutes, and then hopefully it should work all the grime and muck and horrible rubbish out of these volume pots, and they'll be nice and clean and sparkly again. So I'll wait for these to dry out, and I'll keep going until they're nice and clean, and then finally we're on to my favourite part of this, which is going to be the setup. Nice set of Ernie Ball strings, and that fretboard is gagging for some lemon oil. So that's what you'll see when we return.